Hey everybody, welcome back to Instructional Insights. Hey Tyler.
Hello, Basil. Hi, folks.
Welcome back. So today, Tyler, we're talking about...
Dealing with a difficult student.
Oh yes, everybody that's been in a classroom for more than 5 minutes. No, not really that bad. But every teacher needs to deal with this sometime or another.
Absolutely,
it's a challenge that you have to face, whether you're teaching elementary or high school students. You're going to face a difficult student, whether it's a student that faces difficulty at home or whatever difficulty in terms of behavior, whatever. You have to deal with it at some point. So,
Yes.
What do you do? How do you deal with it?
I think the best advice I can give is try to set it up so that it won't happen to begin with. It's quite difficult, but it's really about getting to know the students, talking to them like a person like you would talk to, rather than just viewing them as you being a little bit higher than them. Put them on the same level, like, especially if you're in the hall or talking. Like get to know the students like quite well works quite important to avoid that from the start. Yeah. But it's bound to happen anyway.
Yeah.
And when it does happen, I keep a few rules in the back of my head.
Well, before you go through the rules, I have to say something. I've been working with you for a while now, right? And there's one thing I do want to compliment you on. And that's one thing that I've learned from Tyler. You really spend time, especially in the beginning of the year, building relationships.
Yeah.
Especially with the new students. And I think that's what you mean when you say setting it up from the beginning.
Yes.
When you build a good relationship, it minimizes the outbreaks, or if there's something, students sort of trust you to go to you and speak to you, or treat you differently. So I think building that relationship from the beginning can minimize the outbursts and whatever happens. So that's really something that we should pay attention to, building relationships.
Absolutely.
But all right, you say you've got a few rules that if it happens, what do you do?
Yeah, well, I always try not to embarrass someone in front of their classmates, in front of their peers. It's not going to get you any favors from them in the future. So like if someone's having a bad day or didn't do something, I always like kind of be a little bit private about it when I'm talking to them. I never would call them out in front of everyone. What else do I do? I just kind of remember that everyone has bad days from time to time.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
You have to respect that too. And also, I don't like. Sometimes people just want to be left alone. Sometimes people just want to be left alone. So if something's not overly disruptive to the class, if they're not engaged or something on that, or having a bad day, if it's not going to ruin the class for everyone, you have to know when to pick your battles. You let it go,
you're right.
Like when it's beginning to become a problem, then you need to step in.
Yeah.
But there's some things you just kind of can just let slide.
Yeah, and I think if you build a good relationship with the students and you set the rules from the beginning and tell them, listen, this is a safe place. You have room where you can be, you can have an off day or whatever. But these are the rules. We are respecting each other and whatever, and you are consequent on these things.
Yes, and if you set the rules and you stick to them, then they're going to respect them.
Exactly. So it helps, and then you can minimize these things. So how do you deal with it? How do you deal with a difficult student? And I think we'll definitely have a discussion on this again.
Oh, for sure.
And get some more info on this. So share with us your information and how you deal with this, and hopefully we'll see you next time.
All right. Thanks, folks.
Cheers, guys.